What about musically speaking? Do you have a best friend in that environment itself?
Kenny Blake.
And is that the name of your manager?
Yeah.
Who's off camera to the side of you during this interview again.
Yeah.
Now, you've mentioned him on multiple occasions here, so let's just break that down a little bit. How did you two meet?
Such a crazy story. I was walking in his barbershop where my little brother get his hair cut, and I was taking him to get his hair cut. And Kenny happened to own that shop. When I walked in, he stopped me and was like, "I'm going to manage you." And I only had put out one song, and I just looked at him like, the fuck? I was like, okay. And I just walked upstairs, and I said, all right. And I walked upstairs, and I went to go mess with my brother. And then when I came back down the steps, he was like, yo, like, I really like that song that you just put out. And it was the only song that I had out. It had like 300 views. And his sons actually showed him the song. Thank God for them. So they actually showed him the song and was like, yo, like, this is this girl, because I was friends with his sons, and he was like, yeah, it's this girl, she make music, whatever. And he was like, yo, if you really about it and it's really what you want to do, sing in front of everybody in the shop right now. And it's a 3-story shop, so there's people upstairs, in the middle floor where I was at, and downstairs. And I started singing, and people was coming from the upstairs, people was coming from the downstairs, and everybody stopped cutting hair. It was like a fucking movie. Like, people in the barber chairs got the Joan skis on, and they jumping out the chairs just trying to see who's singing. And when I was done, everybody in the shop started clapping, and it was just like a moment. That was 5 years ago.
So you were about 15, 16 maybe, somewhere around?
I was 15.
15. And Kenny, had he managed artists previously before this?
Yes.
Okay. Now, how long before you actually let him manage you? Because it's one thing to state that, right? Hey, I want to manage you, but then to let someone of that nature actually manage you, how long before you let that take place?
We kind of built like a real organic bond and just kind of got to know each other. And we just realized who we was as people. And the business was a factor. Like, we was moving around. We was still going places and meeting people. And he had me in different rooms. But we ain't really start, like, studio sessions and all that other serious shit until, like, I think 3 months after. Yeah. Yeah, like 3-4 months.
Now, what's Kenny really like?
He a dope guy, and he's a lover, and he really cares about shit. And I feel like a lot of people don't know that about Kenny, and whoever wronged him and whoever is a weirdo towards him or whatever the case may be, you just don't know him as a person. Like, to know Kenny is to know that he's an absolutely amazing person.
And what's the best advice you received from him thus far, or most important thing you learned being around him?
Resilience. He'd be like, fuck them people, like, you gotta keep going.
And for clarification, was that advice you were given or something you learned?
Something I learned, but also from him, he definitely instilled that within me.
And also, the title of that song, your first song, can you share that for the audience as well in case they want to go back and check that out?
Passion. And it came out 10/19/2019.
Now, Kenny, you're not mic'd up but can still be heard. Can you fact check what Lay just said about you? Any rebuttal to what she said?
I agree 1,000%.
All right. Now, speaking of these tattoos, and you just pointed out to one of them here. Several tattoos on your body, but no facial tattoos. What is your opinion on face tats?
Like, on my actual face?
Yes.
I don't think I need that. I feel like I'm pretty, and, like, if I added a tattoo on my face, it would take away from me. I think, once again, this goes back to, like, surgery and stuff like that. It's your body. Do what you want to do with it. Who can tell you what the fuck to do with your body? But me, personally, I just want to get a face tattoo.
Have you ever been tempted?
Hell no.
And is that never ever for you?
Never, ever.
Now, it's 2024. What's your opinion on those that have absolutely no tattoos on their body?
I mean, once again, it's your body. Do what you want to do with it. Like, me personally, I love tattoos. Like, my whole arm is basically done. It's like spacey. I just got this done. It's kind of messed, like, dry. But it's your body. Do what you want to do with it. Like, if you want to get a full-blown sleeve, you want to get your leg done, if you want to get a face tat, whatever, it's your body. But me personally, I'm a tattoo girly for sure.
And which was the very first one, historically speaking?
My very first, I got a tattoo right here. That's an infinity sign. This is my first tattoo ever.
And do you recall what age at the time?
I think I was 15. I snuck and got it. I'm sorry, Mom.
And were you the youngest in age with a tattoo back then in that area?
Of course not. It was definitely like a bunch of people that I knew that had tattoos for sure.
How young were they getting them back then? You were 15, but what were
Maybe
they?
about the same age as me, but like I knew people maybe like 14, maybe like 13 with tattoos. There's a lot of people that just be getting dumb tattoos. Like,
You snuck and got this done from a professional tattoo artist or an amateur?
I'ma say an amateur, cause I don't wanna, you know.
Now, when did your parents find out about this very first tattoo?
My mom never found out about this tattoo. Actually, she still don't even know about this drawing. I'ma just, you see it. There you go, Mom. She actually never knew about that tattoo.
2024, June 14th is the first time she'll notice this.
Yeah.
You've kept it hidden for that long. 5 years.
I don't even think I really kept it hidden. I feel like because the first time that my mom ever seen me with a tattoo was these 7s right here. And I got these a little after I got this, so I probably was like 16, 17. And when she seen this, it was just a common thing. Like, we both knew, like, Dad was out of pocket. Don't go get no more tattoos. But she ain't really, like, trip on me or nothing because I didn't get no crazy tattoos.
And the infinity sign, what's the meaning behind that?
Just to keep going forever.